into the garden. First thing you'll notice is what a mess I have going on in here in the backyard. The big cleanup session is in order. I also have to get a handle on all those weeds. Look at that mess. Wowzers. First thing here we're going to look at is my lazy man's don't overthink it vermicompost worm bin. Mostly add wilted greens like spinach and lettuce. Nothing but seeds, but you can't see them. There are plenty of worms and other composting critters. Funny enough, their favorite food appears to be fig leaves. They really break those down. Look at that right there. Look at that soil there. You can just see by the texture that those worms have gone right through there and have added their worm castings. Look at that. Makes for a pretty good topsoil additive. I'm sure it's got a lot of microbial life and, well, definitely one hurts. As you can see, I've separated those worms, so that side is ready for harvest. We'll continue on, and now I'm going to look at this other plant here. This is, in Spanish, they call this hoja santa. It's used to flavor soups and so on. You can also eat it on its own. Here I got a little scion that I planted on this pot. Hard to tell through the footage, but it's alive, it's growing, it's shooting out. I'll graft onto it later. Next, we have this avocado tree that I got from a relative. Some kind of Pinkerton variety, I'm not sure. I got a graft going on there. It's still alive. It has taken, but it's not quite flourishing, but it's there. Shout outs to AJ, the graft man. He hooked me up with that. He doesn't know me, but shout outs anyway. Here's another avocado tree from another relative. Not doing well. Really wants to be in the dirt. We'll get there. Next, we got some oregano plant. Healthy, looks good. Now we come over to this loquat, full of fruit. I'm late on harvesting. Birds are getting to it, which is fine. We all have to eat. It's all good. But it's healthy. It definitely went through that pollen, and it's in ground right now. I'll have to sort that out at a different time. Next, we have this pot. It's my utility pot. I just usually shove things in there, and for whatever reason, they just always grow. They always take, they root out. I got pigeon peas and roses, pepper plants going on, just all kinds of stuff. Buys me time for the future when I want to transplant it into their own pots. We'll move on here. That backyard, we're not gonna go there. Rain barrels, compost. We'll move on from that. We got another pigeon pea right there. Just hasn't had any love. We'll get to that. Here we got a few pots that we'll be getting to soon. We'll be planting some seedlings. Got some onions there that I pulled out, and look at them. They're still alive. Roots out in the air, and they're still alive. Here's some onions, spring onions that I use, and I toss them in the dirt, and there they are growing. Look at them. Here we got a little mini garden bed here with some pepper plants. That right there's a loofah plant. Overwintered. It might do something this summer. We'll see. These pepper plants are getting torn apart by the slugs. I got to get a handle on that. Look at that. This next guy here, I've just been building up some soil, coffee grounds, and paper. And it's underneath that layer, it's nice nice fertile stuff. Here we have an overwintered San Marzano tomato. It's going strong. It looks good. Behind there, hard to tell, we have a passion fruit plant or vine. Not happy right now. It's the middle of spring, but it'll get cracking. Here we have my gem avocado. It's full of fruit, and right around now is the time to start harvesting. So I've been picking at it. It's around 8 feet tall, and it still needs to be shaped and designed. But for now, it's going. This is a Shinzeki pear, an Asian pear. Puts up really good fruit. It really needs to go in the ground. That's a project for another day. Here we have a Kudota fig. A great producer. Nothing special, but it's just a solid fig. Tastes good, and very welcome here in the garden. Next, we have this nopal cactus plant. Again, I gotta get out there and start weeding out all these pots. It's a mess. This princess flower, the tree has died out, but it's shooting out new shoots, and I'll have to make do with that. That right there is my moringa tree, and again, maybe it wants to be in the ground. I'm not sure, but it's unhappy. I gotta figure that out. This pot here, I had a papaya plant, um, and it struggled, and finally it gave out. Here in Compton, the weather not quite tropical. Here's a giant peach tree. The tree is not giant, but the peaches should be. Finally put it in the ground, and I expect it to be a good producer. Wasn't happy in a pot, but it's in the ground now, and we'll see what happens there. I got some fig trees back there. It's hard to tell, but they're there. They're part of a project. I'm going to be transplanting those out on the street somewhere, and we'll see how that goes. I got some pots here with some soil. Just building soil, getting them ready for getting them ready so that when I have seedlings, I can pot those in, and we're up and running. This is a golden goddess bamboo, just staying alive. What's back here? I got some mint. I have a mint plant. Looks pretty good. It'll get cracking. I had a tomato plant there and just was unhappy it died. This next pot here is a volunteer pecan tree. Squirrels came and planted that for me, so it's in a pot for now. I don't know that I'll put it in the ground, but it's just nice to see. Here's a volunteer San Marzano tomato. Very healthy, very bushy. I expect a lot of good things from that this season. Here is a tiger fig, a panache fig. I just pruned it, trying to shape it, but it's about that time. It's getting going. Next, this is a small little pepper plant, a chile piquin plant. Heavy producer, good chilies. That right there is rosemary? I think so. No, it's thyme. That's thyme. That's my thyme plant. I gotta fix that plant. Down here, really hard to see through the footage. I have this, like some kind of aloe vera, some kind of succulent. It's going to flower. Pretty cool. Next, this is a fig, unknown variety. It's growing. We'll see if it ever puts out fruit, and we'll go from there. In the background, you see my neighbor's lemon tree. Real nice stuff. Another fig tree here. I'm not sure the variety either. Looks like a few roses in these small plants. I have a pigeon pea back there, you see. Nice producer. Real good stuff there. This is my Eureka lemon. It's a dwarf variety. I will be up potting it to a nice big wooden box at some point. Next is a nopal cactus. Needs a lot of TLC right now. It's not happy. The slugs are eating away at the fruit. Interesting. Have to get a handle on that. Here's a decorative flower. It puts out this blue flower. I don't know the variety. I'll get to that at some point. Here's my Meyer lemon. When it really gets cracking, it loads up on fruit, loads up on leaves, and it's a nice looking tree. Next, we have my other tiger fig, the panache, the mother plant. Got that, I think, at Home Depot, and real good fruit, real pretty to look at. An overwintered tomato plant here that didn't make it. And next, we have a mandarin that was gifted to me, and here we go. It's growing. It comes from seeds, so we'll see what the final product will be. Moving on, we have this Gala apple. That was gifted to me as well. It's pretty unhappy in that pot. It's got to go in the ground. A project for another time. Underneath that, a pepper plant. Looks like some kind of a dragon type pepper. Always, always good. Here we have this stubborn avocado that I grew from seed that finally it looks like it's on its way out. Good riddance. I tried. I really did. Next we have another pigeon pea plant. This is the white variety. And below that, a red jalapeno pepper plants. They don't look happy, these pepper plants. A lot of fruit. Here on this makeshift table, we have some seedlings we got going on here. They are giving me some trouble. I got some San Marzano tomatoes. I got this some kind of a cobra Thai pepper, and more pepper. I mean more tomatoes there. A sunflower out of like 8. This is the only one that made it, and it's barely hanging on. It's been tough. I have a guava tree here. I think it's pink that a coworker gifted. It's doing just fine. I'm sure I prefer to be in the ground. And lastly, we have one of these money trees, those decorative trees. And look at it. It's pretty big. It's been bushier before. It's given fruit. Didn't know they did that. No fruit on it now, but it has in the past. Might load up some pictures of that. But it's healthy. It's having a good time. I'll shade it up once summer gets cracking. Other projects here, we'll get to that some other time. Thanks for watching. Peace.